Oh, are you going to tell me I can't get up?
You can get up if you want. I'm enjoying it.
God.
Bonnie, why are you rattled?
I'm not right, I'm just getting
Sit
pissed
down,
off.
come on, sit down.
I'm just getting bored.
Take a chill pill, sit down,
How
girl.
much longer? I'm genuinely getting bored.
Sit down, girl.
It's the same conversations.
Sit down, girl.
Guys, can we think of anything worse than just Bonnie Blue alone? Can we think of anything worse? Well, Bonnie Blue and 1,000 Men, yes, obviously that's worse than Bonnie Blue on her own. But what other creator could we think of that is an absolute twat that could have possibly thought, yeah, this is my chance to make a bag? Today we're going to be looking at HSTikkyTokky and Bonnie Blue doing a live stream together, which was perhaps like the most difficult watch. Maybe not as bad as the Andrew Tate Bonnie Blue one, but it's like you don't know who to root for. It's like saying, you know, what lung do you want the cancer in? They're both as bad as each other. So today we're going to be looking at this and just giving my very insightful, educational, incredible, articulate, informative commentary. As usual on this channel, you expect nothing less. So I'll give you a little bit of a background in case you are just so lucky to not know who these people are. HSTikkyTokky we'll start with. He is... I don't really know how to explain him other than just a bellend. It's genuinely just the best summary for him. He is a streamer slash... I would say he fits in the manosphere realm of a pickup artist. He does live streams. He just kind of trolls people as well as tries to pick up women. Let's see how they describe him online, because I actually don't really know what he does. Okay, so his real name is Harrison Sullivan. He did Misfits Boxing, if anyone knows what that is. He's had many controversies involving spitting and throwing a chair at a fan and allegedly not appearing to court and then being like wanted by the police after some incident where apparently he crashed a car. He's also known for hanging out with General G, that absolute greasy, idiotic, spunky-looking man. And yeah, he's just a bit of a twat. Like, I don't really know how else to describe it. And he is just kind of known for, like, when you watch his clips and you watch his live streams, for you kind of sitting there going, yeah, you're a bit of a knob. He's also recently been involved with some Netflix production that Louis Theroux is doing, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, I can't imagine what route Louis is taking with this documentary, but I would be really intrigued to watch it. It's really jarring, though, to see Louis Theroux and HSTikkyTokky on screen together. But anyway, enough yapping. Oh, wait, yeah, and who's Bonnie Blue? Bonnie Blue's that girl that I've spoke about a million times who 1,057 men at once, says she likes barely legal teenage boys, says she likes to take the innocence of 18-year-olds and by taking their virginity away, says that men should cheat on their wives if their wives don't want to have... I could literally go on and on. I could literally go on and on. It's like a script at this point because I've memorised every piece of law that this woman has. So yeah, let's just cut the yapping and get cracking. Oh! Kill me.
Bro, this stream's gonna be sick. Man, I just want to... My most interesting thing here, because I already know what she's gonna say. She's gonna say she don't care about looking good, whatever. She just wants to make bread, blah, blah, blah. I kind of know what she's gonna say. My most interesting thing is I just want to stick it on man and see if the man will actually just chop. Like, chopping her...
No.
Bro, no, sniffing that naan bread without protection is crazy behaviour.
I feel like that was a perfect intro for him to kind of introduce himself for you guys because, I mean, calling a woman's naan bread is potentially the most revolting thing I've ever heard. Second of all, this guy is 23. He is 1 year older than me. 1 year older. And yeah, you to the people that like to say I look about 30. Cheers for that. But this guy is not 23. I mean, he is, apparently. How are these people 23 and 25? Either I've just got extreme baby face or they're just not aging very gracefully. I mean, that's mean, but, you know.
She's here. Yeah, sniffing that naan bread without protect is... Oh, she's walking in so elegantly. Oh.
Also, a little bit more context to this man. This man is known for being pretty just disrespectful and weird towards women. Everybody kind of knows that. So it's kind of like, yeah, I really appreciate the intro saying how you're going to do a different approach because you're like sick like that. But at the end of the day, maybe right message, we'll see, but definitely wrong messenger. You're cringe. And I've never seen a good word about women come out of your mouth. So let's see what words of wisdom you have and how you're going to stick up for women, Harrison. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Get on to kick.com/HSTikkyTokky, because this bird right here has got a very, very loose mouth and she's going to get me held off.
At least it's tight down there.
Oh my God. Kick.com HSTikkyTokky. Elaborate, Bonnie. How are you clean?
I mean, again, yeah. I honestly don't think I would want to shake Bonnie Blue's hand, really. I probably would, just out of respect. Not that I respect her, but, like, I don't know. I don't like her before anyone's like, oh. But, like, I don't know. I just don't think I could do that. Because, first of all, I know that, like, scientifically, it's not how it works. It's not how many you've had up in your hand. You know, it's not permanently stained. It's not like you're going to get a UV ray and just see all the little spunky patches all over her hands. That's not how it works. UV ray, it's not UV ray, is it? It's one of those, I don't know what it's called. So, yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't set a good tone, does it? Like, I'm not really keeping my hopes that he's going to be not misogynistic and disrespectful. You know, and I'm not saying you have to be crazy respectful. She doesn't really deserve, like, outstanding respect, but, you know, the same respect that any other human being deserves, really, whether you agree with her life choices or not. I think you can be semi-respectful and not like someone and disagree with them, you know? I feel like I'm going on this weird, but I'm trying to explain what I mean. Like, you can have respect for somebody and it's like a different type of thing than being respectful, for example. Like, I don't really have respect for Bonnie Blue, to be honest, but I would still be respectful towards her if I was there, if that makes sense, just because, I don't know, I feel like you lose the argument when you start to be petty. Anyway, no one ordered this Yappuccino, Katie, shut the fuck up.
Well, I just am clean, but, like, other girls will sleep around, they do anything for a bit of guys' attention, but claim they're not. The amount of girls that just cling to you for attention but claim they're not doing it.
Yeah,
other than views and attention.
There's a difference between being around me a little bit for views.
Wait,
and then
what words can I say?
Ask you to do that.
No, but you see, my point is I'm
Also, a little bit sussy behaviour that he's cut it out and cut it up. Like, where are the parts? Like, I don't know what you just said. You could have, she could have mugged you off. Maybe it's just boring, but, you know, I wanted to hear what she was going to say, and now I don't know.
very more businessy. I'm a smart
Hey, do you know what I said before you come on? What was the words I used? Orchestrate. I would have said you would.
One guy that was on camera.
Oh, you've done for work?
Yeah, well, yeah, I met him at O Beach today and I took him home.
And filmed it?
Yeah.
What, and he let you film him?
Yeah, he sent it to his mates straight away in the group chat.
Oh my God.
He loved it,
He
though.
let you film him and he's going to let you post that? So you basically said to him, sniff my naan bread, and I'll let you sniff my naan bread if I can post it online for everyone to see.
Yeah. I gave him a blue
What
ski mask,
is
but he
wrong
took it off
with-
halfway through. He was like, nah, fuck it, I want my mates to see this. I want my mates to see this in the group chat.
Oh my God.
Isn't HS, though, the one who does the Telegram stuff where he, like reposts stuff where it's, like, full video and it's, like, some on his Telegram or something? I can't remember. Obviously, you know, I don't think that's the same thing, but I also do kind of think, like, you definitely watch and you definitely beat your meat. So already you kind of lose a little bit of credibility.
Oh, have you got a picture of him?
No, this is my more personal.
Oh my God. If you're watching this, yeah, you are down bad. You are down bad. So he's ruined his whole life now.
He's not ruined his whole life.
He's ruined his life.
Definitely
He's chopped
not.
Bonnie Blue on it. He's now a star for no reason. So this is the mate. This is the problem. Guys are so. He looks young, mate.
Yeah, 18.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude.
No.
Excuse me, you hang around with General J. At least I go for 18s.
No, wait. He's 18.
Yeah.
How old are you?
26.
Oh.
I feel like if HS is saying something that's grim, you know it's grim. And it is grim. If HS is going, now he looks young, then I very well believe it. And the fact that she's proud of that as well. She's like, yeah, he looks about 10, mate. I'm all up in there. Please don't crop that. My cat, stop sticking his paw out. Yeah, don't. Move on.
That's actually made me feel bad.
Why? What, bad for him?
You've ruined his life.
No, I haven't.
No, you've ruined his
You
life.
can say to other girls in the future, this is good technique, this is how you can do it. I'm helping them out.
Would you like to go out with me? Oh, aren't you that guy that Bonnie Blue on, and now you're a half. You're not even a star because he's not even made any money off it.
I sent him the video.
Yeah, I mean, that is also true. I can't even argue with that. If I was dating a guy and I find out that they've cracked Bonnie Blue, I'm sorry, I'm packing my bags. I'm getting one of those sticks with a bag on it. I was going to stand up and reenact it, but I realised I'm just sat in my underwear, so I can't. I get one of those sticks with a bag, and I'm out the door. I'm out. My cat's sticking his little paw out the curtains. I'm out the door and I'm off, because I am not sleeping with you if you voluntarily had sex with Bonnie Blue. Like, That's embarrassing for you. She won't even know who you are in a week. That's embarrassing.
Nah, what about when he goes home to his mum?
Well, hopefully he can send his dad to me afterwards.
Oh, you are
I think families are nice.
Yeah, you've lost the plot.
I've lost the plot.
You've actually lost the plot, haven't you? I actually think,
She looks really uncomfortable. Like, she does not look happy with this. And I wonder if she researched HS, because I feel like you would understand that this is how HS is going to be. He's going to be very blunt. He's probably going to be rude, maybe truthful in areas, but also hypocritical in others. I just don't really get what you get. I know the whole idea is like publicity and stuff, but why, like, I don't know. I just don't get why you would do this. There's so many other ways and routes you could go down, you know, to like get views. And like at this point, everyone knows who you are. I wonder if she does get a boost. I'm guessing she does get a boost of sales every time she does something like this, which is really scary to me because if we think about the way that sales work with OF, we've got a really concerning pattern here, right? And then it's why I genuinely do like to deflect a lot of the blame onto the men that are doing this, you know, sleeping with her or buying her OF. And before anyone's like, you only blame Bonnie Blue, I've said so many times what I think about her. But if you like think about it like statistically, right, she does these up stunts, right, like creepy things that everyone seems to be very outraged at. A lot of women mainly are the ones that, you know, are vocal about it. But then her sales go up, right? So people are buying it after they see really crazy. And then she'll do something else really disgusting, like talk about how she likes to pipe 18-year-olds, and then her sales go up. So it's like, you know, it's all well and good that, you know, a lot of people criticising it, but at the end of the day, there's people out there actually cracking their junk to it, beating their schmeat, pulling their pud, whatever you want to call it. So it's just a bit like, it's a bit disturbing that her sales do the best when she says and does really weird things, and I think that's very telling.
You are a bit dangerous for society, aren't you? People say that about me, yeah, but I think I'm in the presence of someone
we both do a lot of good work.
I think I do a lot of good work. I show guys to be confident, make money, go to the gym. No, I honestly, I actually think...
I help loads of guys with confidence.
No, but that was very irresponsible of you. Come on. An 18...
Why?
Because the 18-year-old's probably drunk on a bit of gear.
No.
He's gassed up, Bonnie Blue, and you've gone, right, you sniff my naan bread, let me make a... with you, and let me make 100 bags off you, and I will ruin your life. Does that sound good?
That's you assuming.
For 10 minutes of
he
fun?
hadn't been drinking all day.
She always says this, oh, that's just you assuming, you don't really know. And it's like, you're assuming that he's not had any drink. Do you breathalyze him? Have you done a drug test? Did you know that maybe he did drugs the day before? How you're assuming. And I also think in this scenario, it's very safe for HS to assume that you're irresponsible, because you are irresponsible, because it's disgusting, and quite frankly you are a strange weirdo. I'm sorry, you're a weirdo. Sorry, you know, like strange woman. I mean, both of them are strange. HS has done some things where I guess they are commendable, but also, first of all, both of you can be assholes. Like, it's not a competition. I mean, yes, we can see who is the clear winner here, but you know, just because Bonnie Blue is also a cretin doesn't mean you're not a cretin. You're just a slightly less concentrated version of a cretin.
I'd been with him all day and I was
He went to Ocean Beach and he wasn't drinking?
No, he wasn't. He knew he was me. He was nervous. He wanted to be able to perform.
How did you know? Oh, so you'd had it done before?
Yeah, I met him in the morning. I was like, hey, look, I'm going to be here all day. You can sit with me and then I can take you back tonight and we can have sex. But like, guys,
do you think that's normal?
Aside from the moral aspect to that and how that is just weird, and like I just don't think we, you know, should normalize putting this online. Like, if you go to a beach club and you meet someone your own age and you chill all day and you want to go back and can get down with it, I really don't care. You know, contrary to the belief of the haters out there, I love a good jeet as much as the next girl, okay? So I'm not against or objecting of, you know, intercourse. I mean, for me personally, not that anyone asked, but I really cannot imagine meeting someone that I've not known them, you know, for longer than a day and then having, but that's just my own personal beliefs. I also believe that, like, you shouldn't probably do that because you don't know anything about them, who they are, what they do in their spare time, the motives. And I also do think, as a woman especially, you're not going to get much out of a one-night stand. That's just my blunt opinion. But like as well to do this all for content is a completely different thing too, because it's like, oh, hey, 18-year-old that I've just met who, you know, I think bears some responsibility. Let's not act like 18-year-olds don't have any idea that, you know, he knows, but I don't think he has the full scope. And the fact that, you know, she's the one here, she's the 26-year-old, she's the one making the money. It's not a reward to Jeep Bonnie Blue, it really isn't. And also to say, you know, oh, he was nervous and like he wanted to perform properly, and you think that this is like educational because you're teaching guy. You're not. Like, it's just, I don't know. I really don't. Let me die.
More behaviour though.
Yeah, like.
Do you actually think that that's
honestly,
okay?
When I put it to you like this, like usually we get an 18-year-old. They're drinking, probably doing drugs. They're going back to a girl's room.
Agreed.
It's an unsafe environment. That girl could cry whatever the next day.
Agreed.
Like,
Yeah.
the guy's
Agreed.
coming home to me.
Of course, HS agreed with that. Yeah, because it's... Look, you know, I get a lot of people mad about this conversation and, you know, the idea of, like, false allegations and people claiming, right? I think it's really weird because, yes, right, if we want to play into this, we are all aware, we are human beings, right? We know as other human beings, female, male, whatever, we know that there obviously are cases. Like, I know that there are cases of unfortunate false allegations, right? I know that. I think no one sat there, I hope, and saying false allegations don't happen. They do, of course they do. What, like, the world's a crazy up place, and I think false allegations are deplorable, and it ruins it for victims, and it ruins it for the vast majority of people who are telling the truth. It is diabolical to lie about something that I think is inherently one of the worst crimes you can commit, right? But it's also really factual and statistic that it is such a low number of making false allegations. And you only ever hear this conversation of false allegations when people are talking about, you know, real life statistics and the actual crisis that we're experiencing. So it's really weird to me when they're acting like it's actually false allegations that take up the majority. It's not. Yes, they do happen, and it sucks that they happen, and no one is defending that. Like, especially, like, if you're a very vocal person about how you hate the fact that, like, is such a common crime and that people get away with it, you definitely hate people that make false allegations, because look at what they're doing to victims. Look at what they're doing to the narrative of these people that are not believing victims. So, you know, I think most people would be willing to say, yeah, you know, false accusers are scumbags. But it's when people act like they're like this huge, you know, amount of people, and it's actually, you know, the real victims are the rarity, because that's not true. And it's annoying.
Whether you think it's disgusting and weird or predator, whatever, I couldn't give a He's going back to a safe environment. I discuss consent. He knows what he's getting himself into, and the same with any 18 years old.
But do you not think that he's a little bit blindsided by the clout, and he doesn't realise that now his digital footprint is sniffing your naan bread at 18?
18-year-olds know internet a lot better than adults.
Yeah, but do you not...
If I was a 40-year-old, they understand the internet a lot less than what an 18-year-old does.
Yeah, but 18-year-olds may understand the internet a lot better than adults, but adults understand the repercussions of actions and how their frontal lobe is developed. A man's frontal lobe does not develop until, like, their late 20s or some crazy shit like that. I think it's like 25 or 26. An 18-year-old's frontal lobe is not developed. An adult's frontal lobe is. If an adult makes that decision, then they're just dumb and they made that decision. When a child makes that decision, or an 18-year-old makes that decision, their brain's going to change, and there is a high chance in the future they're going to be like, damn, you know, I did that. And yes, that's not necessarily your fault, but I think morally you should care about that. And also, aside from laws, aside from morals, why do you want to sleep with 18-year-olds? I hand on heart can say I've never, ever, ever, ever been like, oh, you know what, that guy that's 3, 4, even 2 years younger than me is attractive. No, it's weird. Like, honestly, I'm 22, a year younger than me, a year older than me. That should be it. I feel like as you get older, you know, like, brackets can become a little bit larger. You know, like when you're like 25, for example, when you're seeing someone that's 30, you don't really see the problem with that. Age gaps are all relevant to the stage of life that you're at. But like a 5-year gap, for example, like an 18 and 23, yes, that's weird. So
if a 50-year-old comes home, sets up a new phone, first thing they're going to ask is their 18-year-old son to help them set it up. They're more clued up on
I agree, but they're not emotionally... He's not emotionally mature to decide...
18-year-olds bombing countries. They're in the army. They can definitely drop a bomb inside me. No issue.
No.
Why do people always bring the army up? First, I don't think 18-year-olds should be in the army. I don't think we should be dropping bombs on anyone, okay? And that joke made me really, like, picture it. and then as a result feel nauseous. So please never say that again. Oh, I live in a small village, town, place where I grew up. Everyone still thinks that I live in Liverpool. I don't. I'm out of Liverpool. And sometimes I'll go to Spoons and I'll just chill there, right? And I remember once me and my boyfriend went down there, and I think it was like Leavers or something, and all the sixth formers were there, which they're all 18. And I remember seeing them and being like, Christ, they look about 10. I literally said to my boyfriend, why there's only 10-year-olds here? And we just left because it just makes me feel weird. I'm going to be surrounded by 10-year-olds, like all like vaping, and it's like they look about 10 but they think they're about 20, and that's the issue. That is the issue with these people, and that is why I cannot comprehend why on earth you would be able to see 18-year-olds as, you know, promiscuous creatures that you can kind of launch your game upon.
Oh, right. That is a completely different thing.
Okay, 18-year-old can drive.
Yeah, an 18-year-old can drive.
They could go, you know, run over so many people on the London Bridge.
Yes, but
What?
when clout comes into the equation, yeah.
Putting his DNA inside of me, not much of an issue.
Did he wear protection?
Well, we did for the start.
Oh my God, this is beyond me. He didn't wear protection with you, with a body count of what, like 1,500?
Nearly 2,000 now, but...
Are you impressed with that?
Yeah.
Are you impressed that you've got a 2,000-digit body count?
Yeah, it's impressive.
How does that make you feel?
Wet.
That makes you feel wet?
Yeah.
That you've slept with 2,000 guys at 26?
I like it.
So you never think, oh, what am I going to go down as in the future? Or you just in the business of making money and
Well, it's like a bit of both. Like, I love it. I have good fun. Like, I enjoy it. I'm not hurting anyone. It's literally the opposite.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, you are hurting people, and this is the issue that she's facing, is that she genuinely thinks that this is a victimless crime, so to speak. It's like, oh, I'm not hurting anyone. You are, though. Okay, maybe you're not physically doing damage, but the things that you have said, Bonnie Blue, the ideologies that you have passed, the narratives that you have presented, you are like a really nasty person. The stuff you said about wives being lazy and how, you know, they just won't have sex with their husbands anymore, completely disregarding the insane list of reasons why people might not be having, and mental issues and trauma reasons that may prevent women from wanting to have sex with their partner, and you trying to almost harp up that narrative that has been said since the dawn of time, which is, you know, if you don't your husband, he's going to do it somewhere else, which is incredibly horrible for women and men, actually, to, you know, feel like they have to have sex with their partner or they're going to cheat, because it's essentially making them feel like they've got to have sex, and it's horrible. You are harming people. I mean, I guess this is just where the line is drawn. It's that you just can't comprehend that you're harming people, and then fine, just at least admit it, or say you don't care. But you can't just keep repeating saying, I'm not harming people, I'm not harming people. That's like going to the bank, shooting loads of people dead and being like, it's fine, I'm not harming anyone. Just because you said you're not doesn't mean you haven't just shot 7,000 people.
I don't give a shit. You can't...
No, you are. Look, I'm not even... I think, if you've seen my content before, you know I am, right? Yeah. I'm not a snowflake. I'm open to...
No, it's the opposite. Who am I damaging?
Because you're making girls think that...
No, but stay at home anyway.
No, but you're making girls, yeah, you're definitely influencing girls to be absolute... Oh, they are.
We're in Ibiza.
No, they are. But
you could
there's
chisel.
no...
Wow, I'm so happy I can follow these clips because they're not being sliced up every 5 seconds. That's great. Great content. I also hate it when interviewers do that. I need to see the whole thing mainly. I get every now and then because sometimes there's dry areas or sometimes you stumble, but like... cutting out like every 10 seconds, I don't like. You could be saying anything right now and we wouldn't know.
Off their face and they pretend they're not a slut. Then they're out looking for a guy just to pay their way through. And then they're the ones crying, saying things should be equal. Okay, well, you get one of these on a date and ask them to pay for it. No, they can't.
Agreed.
They don't want to work. They pretend they're not a worker, but they are.
No, there's a difference though. There's a difference between...
Okay, so now she's just repeating the ideologies that Andrew Tate was spilling in their interview. Oh, all women are workers. All women are workers. That doesn't sound like Andrew Tate. That sounds like a farmer. But you get me? Like, that's literally what Andrew Tate was saying, is that every girl ever is a worker. It's just Bonnie does it in a slightly different way, which is genuinely the most idiotic I've ever heard. And secondly, I hate how she just parrots things that she's heard from men because she thinks it's gonna like get her views, and it probably does, to be fair, but it's also like, damn, you're that much of a sellout. Like, that's just embarrassing. Like, do you actually have any beliefs of your own?
Going on holiday and sleeping around a little bit, yeah? Which is, I don't agree with that either as a girl. Obviously, birds all the time, but I don't agree with it.
You can sleep.
There's genuinely no GCSEs in sight. There's no GCSEs in sight with these two. I think they have a combined IQ that you could count on one hand. I'm deadly serious. Yeah, I don't like it when girls go out and fuck. Yeah, I fuck birds all the time, but it's disgusting when girls do it. And you really think now you've got like a leg to stand on interviewing Bonnie Blue? You're an idiot. And also, everything you just said wasn't even true. That's not true. You know, I'm not gonna, whatever.
But publicising sleeping with 1,000 people as though that's normal, that's gonna make girls think that, oh, it's fine for me to have a threesome, it's fine for me to do this.
But in fairness, Harrison, there are a lot of clips of you talking about birds and piping birds and whatever, you know, non-sniffing, whatever it is. So I don't really think, again, that you can have that priority and that opinion on society and women because you're doing the same thing. I literally know you as being the guy that tries to pick up women. What are you talking about?
Because Bonnie Blue does it. They're going to look up to you. Girls that are 14, 15, 16 are going to be idolising you. Guys are going to be idolising you. And I think you're actually doing a little bit of harm. Not even a little bit, a lot of harm.
It's better to idolise me than the other women that complain in the world.
Like who? Like who? Name me one. Name me one woman who's worse to idolise than you. Name me one. You can't think of it because there's none. Name me one.
Yeah, because she has zero clue what she's talking about. Oh, women always whining and moaning. Like, do you have anything else to say? It's the same thing over and over again. Like, yeah, women are complaining. I wonder why. Because there's people like you out there and people like him. Of course we're going to complain. And also, I'd rather complain till the cows come home, love, than sell out my non, right, to 1,057 men. That's just the truth. So, I guess we'll agree to disagree.
You can't name me one.
Literally, most people.
You cannot name me one, though.
Yeah, but most women will just go to
What girl is worse to idolise than this? That is all. Like, you are just showing the world of girls what not to be.
I hate to be one of those people that, like, analyses people because it's like I don't actually know. But in this bit, I just get really, like, heavily, like, she just looks genuinely uncomfortable. It's like she's like, because obviously he's like going in on her, right? And I think also like rightfully so for the most part, but she just looks like she genuinely doesn't really know what to say and genuinely just feels a bit attacked. Again, I don't know, I'm not her, but it's a hard watch. Hard watch or hard while watch? Hopefully not hard while watching, that would be weird.
And the thing is, yeah, I actually think you're probably a nice girl. Like, you probably are actually a nice person, but you've just got caught up in all this clout.
I've not got
and being a hoe, and the same way I have to go out, the same way I have to go out for clout.
Yeah.
For clout. Exactly. Why are you here? For clout.
Yeah.
We're both here for clout, but
I don't deny that. I'm not.
Neither do I, though. But I'm publicising the right thing right now, and that's me, who's not a snowflake. What you're doing is actually damaging, and it's probably not even who you are.
Come on, who is it damaging?
Because you are pretty. You are pretty. No one's going to deny that. I'm not going to deny it. So when you say, oh, would I let her slop me off? The way you're talking now, behaving, I was pissed, and it was like, maybe a little slops, maybe, okay? I'll be honest.
Huh? So she's not that disgusting. Make your mind up, dude, okay? Because you've just gone from she's disgusting, it's vile, you've let that many men there, but you let her mouth has also been covered in spunk, right? You get that. So if you had a bit of alcohol in you, you'd let her suck you off. Craziest statement, right? Because not only are you saying that your morals will bend with a bit of alcohol, so you're not actually that set in stone with your beliefs, but also then you're not actually bothered about the things that you're saying you're bothered about, like how it's disgusting, it's dirty, it's unclean, but you'd let the mouth on you, which has also been covered in like layers and layers of man juice. I talk about Bonnie Blue. Would I let her tongue near my non? No, I wouldn't. Someone put me down.
Maybe there'd be a chance of slops, but what I would honestly say is what you're actually putting out there is probably not even who you are. You're doing it just for clips to be the most bait girl in the world to make the money you're making, which is, I respect the money you're making.
Like the way I would.
You wouldn't sleep with 1,000 guys if you weren't filming it. You wouldn't do it. So that's not who you are.
No,
I would go and chat to girls. I wouldn't go and walk up and down the strip for 3 hours talking to girls if it wasn't for that, but I would still talk to girls when I see them. So what I do is who I am. What you do isn't who you are. And I can tell, because you're pretty, you would have got a nice guy, you would have lived a good life anyway, but now you've gone down a dark path and you're...
Oh, zing, Bonnie, you're right. Women don't need to go and find a guy. That's great. It's kind of contradicting a lot of the things you've said, but that's nice. That's a somewhat progressive viewpoint. But what's really strange about this is that I partly agree with HS in that I don't think this is fully who she is, because he's right. She would not be doing it if she wasn't being filmed, and I've said this so many times. You wouldn't be 1,000 men if you weren't getting paid for that. But I do think you have to be still a pretty dodgy, weird person to do these things for money or not. It's like, ask yourself, what is the extreme which you would go to for money, you know? Would you do literally anything for money? Because it's like, yeah, I wouldn't do a lot of things for free, but then I would do things for money. Like, I wouldn't make videos for free. I wouldn't. I know people get mad about that. Sorry, I just burped. Because they're like, wow, you don't enjoy it. It's like, no, I do enjoy it, but I also just wouldn't do it if I didn't get paid because I would do other things. It doesn't mean that, like, you know, I'm like completely different in my videos and it's all a lie. I am myself, but I just wouldn't do it if I wasn't being paid. But I would. It's a difficult one because with that logic, it's like, well, Bonnie is doing it because she's being paid. But I also don't think any amount of money should make you be like, yeah, I'll do 1,000 men for money. I just don't, like, it doesn't make sense.
15 years time, when you're sat on 100 mil and you're sat there, you're going to look back and think, I could have been in the same house, the same boat, the same car, had a nice family with nice children.
And relied on a guy to get that, mate.
No. You had. What was your job before this shit?
25k. Yeah, you think that would have brought me the boat?
I know girls in Dubai making 10, 12, 15k a month doing recruitment.
You don't sit on
that's a
100
skill
mil
issue.
doing that.
That's a skill issue.
No, it's.
I mean, it's not. The majority of people cannot just make that much a month. Like, let's not be out of touch. Come on. I know, like, his big thing is, oh, I make money for people, yeah. But one research into his, like, coaching and his little crypto. Like, this guy's weird, he's dodgy. I've seen a lot of stuff from him where he, like, flexes his riches, talks about how rich he is, and I do think he does probably have a lot of money, but also, like, it's not that simple for most people, and I think acting like it is, it's not the biggest deal, but it's just not.
No, I don't want to live in Dubai. Dubai, yeah, you get better paid jobs. I live in the UK, so it's very different. The job I was in, not you're assuming I don't like it. Yes, I
You don't like it. You don't like it.
Have you seen me cry?
You're hurt inside. You're hurt inside.
You're just assuming. This is what I mean. Like, I thought you'd be better educated.
No, I am educated.
I'm sat and I say all the time, I enjoy this and I like it. But then people like you pretend you're not judging. You go, oh, you're hurting, you don't like it.
I'm not judging you.
Genuinely, put your finger. But instead you'll go, oh my God, no, you must be losing it, you don't like it. And it's like...
No, but you've got the dollar signs in your head, yeah? That's what's pushing.
I'm also clever. The problem is in this industry, it's not the case. You've got to be clued up as well.
What, so you think there's a skill issue to this skill?
What's
the skill issue?
I know money. Of course, you're going to market yourself. You've got to be interesting. You can't.
So how did you market yoself? You wanted to do the most out there. So
I love 18-year-olds. So I said how I love taking virginities. It turns me on. I love educating people. No one else does that.
Oh, no. You're saying this for clips and
don't
it's
pretend
disgusting.
like you don't fuck 18-year-olds.
Oh, mate, and it was like it was a business arrangement.
Oh,
like,
right, okay,
it wasn't, it was put upon me. Like, that's not my sort of...
Oh, it was forced on you.
It was a business arrangement. Like, do you know what I mean?
I mean, hers is technically a business arrangement, so that's a little bit embarrassing for you. You could have just kept that one close to your chest. I mean, he is 23. I don't think 23-year-olds should be having any kind of intimate relationship with 18-year-olds, but she's 25. She's got to be 26 now, surely. She's been saying she's 25 for the past, like, decade.
So you enjoy doing that?
Yeah,
that's a fetish for you, rather than guys your age. So before, but no.
So I enjoy 18-year-olds because they haven't had much. They have had. But it's not been a good experience.
Before you blew up, did you do that? Yes or no? No, you didn't. You didn't. You never did.
You know who else hasn't had much experience, Bonnie? Children. You're describing all of the characteristics of a child, mate. And also, I do think a big element of this is that she knows that this is something that a lot of men say about women, and I do think she's just trying to appeal to men. It's a big, like, let's see how many phrases we can say that are popular with men because, you know, I live and breathe to please men. Like, can you do something else?
I tried it, so I didn't know I enjoyed it.
But you never did.
But I didn't.
Because
yeah, but
you're doing it. No, I am listening. But I know what you're going to say. You're doing it to be controversial, so you get more views.
That you've not tried in this world. You try it and go, no, I enjoy that. You don't know until you've tried it.
No, but it's not something that a rational...
You've tried it yet. Try it and you might like it.
That is crazy to say, mate.
That's like saying I've never eaten before and then I tried it and it was actually really nice, so you shouldn't judge until you've tried it. I don't want to eat... that logic is inherently flawed, Bonnie, but yeah, it's not going to say anything to that.
It's absolutely crazy. You're just a clip farmer.
Oh, and you're not going to clip that bit as well?
You are a total clip farmer, mate.
Sorry, should I sit here and be really boring?
No.
Should I have brought a book with me?
No, but you're using completely irrelevant points that are obviously not true to justify what you're doing, which is actually damaging.
If I've not tried it,
you want to sleep with kids because the 18-year-old kids are your target demographic to sub to your page. No, they're your target.
Barely breathing as well.
They're your target.
Okay, well,
You'll take the barely breathing.
Yeah. Have you been to one of my events? expense. No.
What, so you will take the barely breathing?
Yeah, they deserve. Like the wife's probably dead. So
To be fair,
are we now going to say, an 18-year?
No. To be fair, I think an 8-year-old and he wants to tap. Like, I don't see that. If he wants to do it, do your thing, mate.
Exactly. It's the same at 18.
18 is totally different.
But the thing is, like, no, I did not do this before. But I also had never tried taking an 18-year-old's virginity, so I didn't know I liked it. I did it. I was like, this really turns me on. I enjoy it, and I'll make it a regular, like today.
And you don't think that that's going to damage his life? You don't think that is completely
It's just
damaging?
like the best of his life. He's just been able to.
This woman has just got some confidence. She seriously does. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it is, Bonnie. I'm sure it's the best. I firmly believe that if you're having sex with this high amount of people, you're not having good. I don't think it needs to be explained.
Learn about a woman's body. He's been able to learn what he enjoys in a safe environment.
What are you doing this for? What is all of this for? Apart from the money,
Fun,
then, what is it for?
Lifestyle, money.
It's just the money.
It's not. I've just
and you've
listed,
sold your whole.
No, I've just listed
you sold your whole
things, and
personality
you've
for the
one
money.
thing. You're trying to say, oh my God, yeah, I tripped her up. Oh, she just does this for money.
She
just does this for clip.
You have.
I'm telling you, I enjoy it, but you're ignoring it.
You don't enjoy it because you never slept with 1,000 guys before you did
and you
it.
see how many times I touched that lube. Never, because I am wet and I enjoy it.
That's even worse for you. Like, if that is true, this is the thing. Like, at least just say you do it for money. I feel like that no one's going to not sub to you because of that. I suppose saying what she said would probably get more men interested. But, like, if you live to regret this in the future, you're going to be like, damn, I really said that I got wet for 18-year-olds. And you're gonna regret that. Because I would, if I said that. In fact, I'd probably off myself, to be honest, because I would not be able to live with the fact that those revolting words came out of my mouth.
But instead you're just going to sit there and go, nah, mate, that's
You're
disgusting.
wet thinking of the dollar signs and you are absolutely ruining society with your actions.
Really?
And it's actually sad. And I know you're going to look back and regret it.
This is what everyone
There are
says.
other things you could have done. You could have been.
You'd be much more educated and.
If you actually enjoy this, if you actually enjoy doing this, then you have a screw loose.
Why? But this is what I mean. Like, I sit here and
do you not care about your dignity as a female? You don't care.
Well, like,
because if you're smart, you understand how men should act and how women should act.
Yeah.
You understand. Why do you not want to be taken care of? Not reliant, not like, bossed
I am
around.
taken care of. I have nice people around me.
No,
I've
you're
got
not taken
friends, I've
care
got
of.
family.
No one around you cares about you. That's all I can say. Because, like, I have so many people around me that would be like, hey, this has got to be a form of self-harm. Please stop. So I wouldn't say you have many people that care about you. Maybe they care about the money that you're earning. Because, I'm sure you're making a handsome dollar.
You're the richest person who you're around. You are the breadwinner. If you were going out with a guy, you're making more dough than them.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that? It's fine.
So you don't agree in traditional values?
It doesn't need to be traditional, no. Like,
do you not want to be taken care of? You'd rather be completely degrade yourself.
As long as the guy's got a good work ethic, whatever that might be, I'm not bothered. Like, I don't believe I need to be taken care of. If in the future I want to be taken care of,
but you're not going
fine.
to be. You're not going to be. The only guy
do that though.
The
You're
only
just
guy
sat
that
there going, oh my God, you're never gonna.
No, but the only guy that would date you is an absolute loser. General G wouldn't even date you. General G wouldn't even date you.
Begging to come on this trip.
Let me call him right now.
Bonnie this, Bonnie that. I actually said, is that repulsive? If he comes on your stream, I'm leaving. And that's the truth, and you know it is. But you're going to talk now and say, oh, he's not going to touch me. It's fine.
I don't think he would.
Get the messages up?
I don't think he would.
Like that didn't happen.
I have a lot of behind the scene knowledges about General G for a lot of different people, and actually him, not like his people think that General is a character, they think he's made up, but I've been told things. I know he's not. I know he's genuinely a cretin, and I know he definitely said those things. General would tap Bonnie Blue in a heartbeat. From what I've heard about that guy, he truly is a piece of shit. He genuinely is. And I mean, so is Bonnie, but in fact, yeah, maybe they should, G.
Well, he's bullshitting.
You wouldn't go near General G.
Well, so you invited General G.
But you'd go near an 18-year-old.
Yeah. One doesn't shower and goes up to 16-year-olds, an 18-year-old.
But you slept with 1,000 random people. So what's the difference between 1,000 random people and General G?
If General G was there in the queue in a blue ski mask, I wouldn't have known he's hanging out the back of me. But if you put him in front of me,
but you said,
of course I'm going to get rid of him.
You've just, kind of admitted that there's a lot of people you wouldn't have with if you actually saw what they looked like, which is kind of scary. Like, you'll let people wear a mask so you can't see who they are. They could be anyone. So you're admitting that are people you would turn back. You would tell them to go home. but you don't know who they are because they're in a mask. So you admit that you do that for money, even though that is a potential quite a few of them you would send away. That's really sad and really disgusting and really pathetic to admit, but also like, yeah.
He would literally make my holes shrivel up. They would like...
So you wouldn't just anyone?
Well, I would, but if you put General G and I know it's him, of course I'm going to avoid
Tell
it.
him.
I think I've already made that clear by saying if he walks on your stream, I'm going to leave.
You're going to leave? Why?
I said that to you, and you know that's why he's not on this trip right now.
Why would you leave, though?
I find him disgusting. I don't need to like everyone. I'm allowed an opinion on people.
So what? Oh, he's the answer. He's definitely... You've upset him now. He's watching this stream.
I don't care.
You've probably upset him. What's wrong with him?
I don't like him personally. There's nothing wrong.
Was there a need to say all of that disgusting things about him? Because you say he doesn't shower, yeah? You think he's disgusting. So in the same respect, do you think you're disgusting?
No.
So what's the difference between General G that showers 3 times a year and probably sleeps with like 0 people and just tugs off every night, to you who sleeps with probably 2,000 people a year? Raw. How are you not? How is?
I feel like I'm losing brain cells because I actually don't know what to say about a lot of this because it's just like anything I say is going to be like fork found in kitchen. Like it's like, yeah, they're different things. Of course they're different things. Being smelly and jerking off is not the same as 1,000 people. And in fairness, Bonnie might have had a lot of, but she's definitely a lot cleaner looking than the general, and she probably does wash. You know, yes, she's a lot of people, but she looks cleaner than the general. That's just a fact. This logic is brain rotting. Like, can we have some good arguments from at least one of them?
G disgusting and you're not disgusting. You're the female General G. I don't want to smell your
I'm the female General G. I think my BMI is in a healthy situation. I shower.
Yeah, your BMI is probably quite good because you're getting a lot of cardio in.
Exactly.
You are getting a lot of... I'll give you that.
Of course, like, other people can like him. That's absolutely fine. For me personally, no, I will not him and I don't want anything to do with him. That's just my opinion.
Fair enough.
Which is fair because he did have also some serious allegations made about him that he slept with a minor, and there was also some other SA allegations about him allegedly. So, I mean, yeah, Bonnie's not exactly the moral lord, but I think she can still have that opinion. It doesn't mean anything though, does it? Because you're also still a scumbag. So this is stupid.
Everyone's like, you'd be allowed to say, you know what, I want nothing to do with Bonnie. I think she's disgusting. I think she's predator grim, whatever. That's fine. You're allowed an opinion, and everyone is. It's fine. I only defend the people I speak with because, and I understand people like you and other people go, oh, they're disgusting, they're vile. And then as soon as I say to you, how many of them have you interviewed? How many of them have you spoken to? You haven't. So everything's just opinion-based. Just like I don't...
That's dangerous logic, isn't it, though? So we don't have to get the 18-year-olds on a line and ask them how they feel about it. Think if you applied that to any weird situation. That's like someone who like catcalls and wolf whistles women in the street and then going, well, you know, don't criticise them because you don't know that the women didn't enjoy that. You haven't asked the women if they like that. It's like, read the room. Yes, the 18-year-old boy that has absolutely no clue is probably like, yeah, this is great, but we're not talking about whether he enjoyed it at the time. It's what he's going to think in the future. That's the problem. Infinite brain loss, infinite brain IQ loss, ultimate glitch.
General G, it's just that, you know, it smells. It's just
Mate,
my
you're
opinion.
absolutely waffling.
What, waffling? That you've
you're
never
absolutely
spoken
waffling.
to anyone in my...
You're both waffling, and honestly, I'm going to have to skip through because I'm getting bored of this nonsense.
Generally are proud.
No, they're not.
This one is generally boring.
They're not. They're
It's
not.
actually boring me.
They are
I'm
not.
sitting in having the same conversation. Oh, your
They're
parents don't
not.
support you. Oh, they're disgusting.
Mate, they can't look at you and think that that's normal. You've
They
lost the
are,
plot.
they do.
You dated a guy from your queue.
Yeah, he was really sweet.
Are your parents swingers?
No.
Have ever had a swinger background?
No.
They definitely have.
A very
They definitely have.
I'm generally getting bored.
They definitely have.
We're saying the same show on repeat.
Well,
yes, my family support me. Yes, they love me. No, they don't find me disgusting. They adore me. I've got a good relationship
You
with
dated
them.
someone who was standing in your queue,
Yes.
and you think that's normal.
They're normal, nice guys, yes.
I mean, they're not normal, nice guys, are they? Because the normal, nice guys that I have in my life would never queue up in a Bonnie Blue queue. In a Bonnie Blue queue. They would never do that because that's revolting and weird. And I would disown anybody in my family if they did that. And I would break up with any partner that did that. And I would get rid of any friends that I have in my life that have done that. It's weird, and everybody knows that. And I don't know why we're pretending that it's not weird. It is weird for the men to do that. I don't care. It's weird. And if you do sleep with Bonnie Blue and then date her, you're also tapped in the head. Like, this whole situation is tapped. Bonnie Blue is tapped.
You're trying to normalise this.
It is normal. Like, I'm not saying sleeping with 1,000 people is normal. Hence the reason it causes such an uproar and so many people disgusted by it.
How many people do you sleep with a week?
Some weeks none. Like, some weeks 5, some weeks 300. It really depends.
You've lost the plot,
The thing
Bonnie.
is, though, what you can't say, I'm very transparent. I don't hide anything. I say, this is what I'm doing, this is what I enjoy. I'm never saying, like, if someone else came to me and says, I'm happily married, I only ever want to sleep with one person for the rest of my life, that's also fine. I'm not saying people should do what I do.
I love how she says that, but then also shames women for not actually sleeping with their partner if they've got, you know, any issue. You know, it's like you should sleep with your partner, otherwise expect them to cheat. So you're not actually fine with the way other people live their lives because you've said that multiple times. So you can't even stick to one narrative because it's a big fat act. And it's like, I'm actually getting a little bit bored.
I just want people to be happy and do what they enjoy. If that's sleeping with 1,000 people, if that's, you know, being a swinger or just having a relationship with one person, then that's fine. I don't care. I just want people to be happy, and whatever that looks like for them, then so be it.
I want everyone to be happy as well, but what you're posting out there is going to lead more people to unhappiness. Is that not that you don't understand?
It's leading them to a good orgasm.
Yeah, and in fairness, this is a really big point. I think she's only seeing the scope of her happiness because she's making all of this money, she's got a great life, she's making all this quick, easy cash, she's got probably a really lovely house, a lovely car, loads of riches, expensive clothes. So of course you're going to be seeing everything with rose-tinted glasses. But if you removed all of those things, would you be as happy? No, you wouldn't. So, and obviously, you know, like I said before, at the end of the day, people do their jobs for money and they wouldn't do it, you know, in any other scenario. But I think when it comes to extremes like this, it doesn't matter how much money is involved, most people would just not do it.
What you're doing, yeah, is actually bad for society. I'm going to call Matty. I'm going to see what he wants. So you spoke to Ed before?
Who's Matty?
Ed Matty?
No.
Let's call him. I'm going to put him on FaceTime.
That's fine.
Because he's got very strong opinions. Then honestly, let's go up the strip. So I want to see you chatting to some guys. I want to see how they are with you.
They're really sweet.
Because I'm actually disappointed in you, though.
I thought you'd be better educated, to be honest.
I'd have a bit of... Hey, Matty. Hey, get this.
Yeah.
Hey, Matty, I've got your number one, the bird that you want to tick off after Elsa. She's next to me now.
Hi. Where's your neck at?
The rumour on the street was that you're a trans. Can you confirm or deny?
Come and find out.
Wait, that was a bit of a...
Best response, to be honest. I mean, what? I don't, like, I remember people were sending me this being like, oh, Bonnie Blue might... I don't care if she's trans. What does that change? Like, that, it just proves everybody's views on trans people to think that would be the funniest gotcha ever. Like, I don't give a if she's trans. I care that she's being a creep. And it's also like, why do trans people get brought into this? She's a weirdo, there's a chance she might be trans. Like, that's really nice, that's lovely, and also not very indicative of a lot of people's really, you know, subconscious opinions about trans people. It's weird, man.
Touchy response there. You got a little bit red. You said you weren't hot. Why have you gone a little bit red?
Sorry, you're dripping in sweat.
No, I've been sweating the whole time.
I actually thought you was a trans. I see a video.
That's okay, you can have your opinion, but I'm not. I mean, compared to Andrew Tate even confirmed I'm not trans.
How did he confirm it?
Use your imagination.
Oh, mate, he wouldn't go near you, mate.
He won't go near you even if you beg him for an interview.
I wouldn't beg him for an interview. I don't beg anyone for an interview. What are you saying?
Seemed a bit consistent about getting me it tonight.
Fuck HS or Tate?
Pardon?
Who would you rather fuck, HS or Tate?
Oh, Tate, for sure. He's got a lot more knowledge. He's more educated.
He is.
That's so funny too, because she's referring to the fact that he was trolling her for the first 5 minutes, being like, "Yeah, most women are workers. They just don't know that they're workers." Whereas HS is not saying that. So yeah,
he doesn't embarrass himself as much on camera.
How do you think I embarrass myself? Tell me.
They're going, "Oh, you're disgusting. Your family don't like you. Your vibe."
I never said the family don't like you. I said, how could your mum be supportive of you when you're dating guys that were in your queue?
I speak to my parents daily, and I can understand. You could assume.
But then they're twisted as well, though.
They're not.
Which is like all due respect to you, and your family. What I would say though, yeah, honestly, yeah, is if with respect to your parents, yeah, because I don't like talking. But how can they respect you? Like, end of the story, they don't respect you. They're just happy you're making dough, which is fine.
This is how it actually is. They used to see me sit in an office Monday to Friday, 40 hours a week plus. They used to see me sit in rush hour traffic. If a family member was ill, I'd have to request a day off work. I couldn't just be with them. And now I get.
And now you're half the world. And that, but at what cost?
See how happy I am.
At what cost?
Happiness. I am now happy. That is what most parents want. Most people just want their kids to be happy. And they see how much happier I am now. As much as I understand you think it's vile and other people do.
Well, I think that's because I guess a lot of people have a different definition of what happiness is. And like, yeah, my parents are the same. They want me to be happy. But obviously if I turn around and was like, hey, you know, I think, for example, that, you know, ditching my house, ditching everything I own, leaving my relationship and just going to live on the streets for whatever reason, like what, not that you do that voluntarily, but maybe you would, you know, and that's going to make me happy. They would be like, what is wrong with you? Like, why would you do that? You know, you've got this, you've got that. Why would you do that? Like, why would you voluntarily do that when, you know, so many people are unfortunately homeless? You know, it's like, there's just like limits to that. It's not like happiness at no cost. It's like, what if I turn, there's probably paedophiles, right, out there that say that touching kids makes them happy. Do you think their parents are like, well, you know, keep on fiddling then. Keep on fiddling like the diddler. You know, like, it's not how it works.
I'm telling you, I speak to my parents and they honestly find it, they're happy for me.
What I've got from this interview, yeah, honestly, is that I would respect her if she was honest and just said she's doing it for money and she doesn't give a about the world and her imprint on the world. I would then respect her because I'd be like, right, she's being honest. Like, you don't give a about anyone. Like, anyone who watches you, you don't give a about them. You don't give a shit. No, you don't.
The amount of hours I sit speaking to people and getting to know them.
Oh.
Yeah, on for money. We know how it works. You speak to people for money. We know that. You're not sitting there like a Samaritan answering calls for people that want to kill themselves. You're sat in there them talking about how much you want their wieners. That's not a flex.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me you was going to be here.
Sorry. Forgot.
You're right, you having a nice day?
Not a date, just a little interview. Oh.
Where are you going?
Can I not get up?
She's weird. I don't like her. That's rude and weird.
Oh, are you going to tell me I can't get up?
You can get up if you want. I'm enjoying it.
God.
Bonnie, why are you rattled?
I'm not right, I'm scared.
Sit down, come on, sit down.
I'm just getting bored.
Take a chill pill, sit down,
How
girl.
much longer? I'm generally getting bored.
Sit down, girl.
It's the same conversations.
Sit down, girl.
Huh?
It is, to be fair, it is boring. I'm bored now. I'm like skipping through it. Like, it's the same thing over and over again.
Ready to go?
Do you know what? She can't take being pressed.
I can't take it. I'm just getting bored.
No, you just can't take being pressed. It's fine. You can't take. I'm honest.
I did an interview.
I said no, but I didn't watch that interview. I didn't watch it.
Last night and it was an absolute shit show.
I didn't.
No one was there.
My party had 500 people there. You literally said how good it was. You turned up and said how good it was, and then text me saying that you wanted to come to the one on Wednesday, but you've got to fly somewhere else. Why are you lying? Why are you See, now you're lying on the camera. Why?
Shall we show the video?
Bonnie, why are you lying?
Everyone's saying.
Bonnie, you took your mic off, you dumb blonde. Put the mic on. Put the mic.
See, now he's getting rattled. You just lose all credibility. They're both idiots, but like, it just irritates me because it, like, when he gets annoyed, the real reasons come through as to why he's doing that. He doesn't give a fuck about society either. He just likes the clout and he likes to, you know, say, oh, this is what a lot of people think, so I'm going to echo it, and then when I get annoyed, I'm actually just going to be a
She does not like being pressed, mate. She does not like being pressed. What the rattled tranny, mate. W rattled tranny in the chat. Bonnie just got pressed.
I'm not giving this... I can't even... There's no appropriate words. I don't know what else to say about this guy. I'm genuinely, like, bored, so I'm just going to go. That was, like, the worst load of brain rot I've ever seen. They're both idiots. They're both moronic. They both don't actually know what they stand for, and they suck ass at content. So thank you very much for watching. If you thought I as the host, the presenter of this commentary, was just the best content creator you've ever seen. What the fuck am I talking about? I think I've got heat stroke. Leave a like, leave a comment, all that beggy. And I'll see you in the next video.